hope we do work again, Will, because I don't know how much time you got left. And I would love for us to do something before it's too late, man.
I'm here, yeah.
For now.
It's not.
That's what I'm saying. We got to get it done.
Well,
right?
Let's hurry up and do it then, I guess.
We have to.
Is there something you know about me that I don't know? Like medical health history?
Will Ferrell and Katt Williams have teamed up to uncover the darkest secrets of Hollywood's elite. They've shared insights into exclusive, invite-only gatherings that are a cornerstone of Hollywood's social scene. These parties often feature influential figures from various sectors, including film, music, and business, with notable attendees such as Diddy and Kevin Hart.
You're very frugal. You're a cheap ass. You're a cheap ass. You don't spend any of your money. How much do you have saved? Huh? How much do you have saved? Jesus Christ, I've never seen anybody save more of it in my goddamn life. Nothing. You don't spend a dollar.
Have you looked into my financials?
I know you don't spend money. You don't care.
Moreover, the duo delved into the hierarchical structure of Hollywood, where power and influence often dictate career paths. They reveal how certain actors, directors, and producers manipulate industry outcomes to their advantage. Ferrell and Williams also exposed the underlying motives behind some of Hollywood's biggest decisions, from casting choices to award show victories, discussing issues like favoritism, nepotism, and opaque decision-making processes. Rumors suggest that the same individuals allegedly controlling Kevin Hart are influencing many others in the industry. Kevin's interactions with other celebrities have sparked discussions about his conduct. For instance, during an appearance on his show, Kevin jokingly warned Will Ferrell that they should collaborate soon before it's too late, referring to Ferrell's age. This joke missed the mark and ignited a wave of criticism, prompting people to question the lengths Kevin would go for a laugh at his colleagues' expense. This trend didn't stop with Ferrell. In early 2023, Mark Wahlberg appeared on Hart's show to discuss his early struggles in Hollywood. Instead of maintaining a respectful tone, Hart made jabs about Wahlberg's age, which didn't sit well with him. Wahlberg openly criticized Hart, accusing him of ageism and expressing that he felt belittled rather than celebrated for his long career. Despite these incidents, Kevin repeated this behavior with Don Cheadle. What was meant to be a light-hearted exchange ended up seeming to some like Hart was mocking Cheadle's age. Although intended as a comedy, not everyone found it funny.
As a young guy trying to achieve the success that you have already achieved.
You ain't that young.
Well,
Stop with everybody that's a little bit older.
Well, let's just, wait a minute. Nobody.
Dude, Don, the legend, so dirty like that.
And me, I'm 56 years old.
Damn! I'm sorry.
Adding to the drama, comedian Monique has accused Kevin Hart of being a Hollywood insider who enjoys ridiculing fellow comedians facing difficulties. Rewind to 2021, when Kevin Hart's podcast Comedy Gold Mines featured the iconic Monique as a guest. During this memorable episode, they explored Monique's journey, her ascent in the comedy world, and her current position in the industry. Monique has had long-standing issues with Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry, which we'll dive into later, so stay tuned. In a recent conversation, Monique candidly shared the hardships her family has endured, describing their situation as being backed into a corner. At this moment, Kevin Hart intervened to show his support, expressing that Monique is like family to him, a mother, an aunt, and a sister all rolled into one. Hart didn't stop at just words of comfort. He took meaningful action to help her. He confessed that he didn't personally know Oprah Winfrey, but assured Monique that he would contact Tyler Perry. True to his word, Hart had a sincere conversation with Perry and returned to Monique with encouraging news. Perry was willing to put the past behind them and move forward. Acting as the peacemaker, Hart encouraged Monique to do the same, saying, "Let's leave all that negativity behind us, Mo. We have greater things to achieve together." Hart's generosity extended beyond emotional support. As Monique shared in a conversation with Shannon Sharp, Hart not only offered his empathy, but also proposed a professional collaboration, suggesting he would executive produce any project she wanted to pursue. Recalling Hart's words, Monique said, "Mo, I spoke with Tyler, and he doesn't want to revisit the past. Let's move forward and achieve great things together. Don't worry about it. Whatever you want to do, I'll partner with you and executive produce. Just let me know. Monique also revealed that Kevin had stepped up in a major way by lending her a significant amount of money, which she repaid with interest. Hart promised to help her revive her talk show, leaving Monique ecstatic. She eagerly shared the news with her producers and her media production company, Endel, who were all thrilled at the prospect of collaborating with such a big star. However, 2 weeks later, Monique was blindsided by devastating news. Endel dropped a bombshell. Kevin Hart's manager, Dave Becky, called to inform them that Kevin was having second thoughts. Seeking clarity, Monique called Kevin directly. Instead of a detailed explanation, she received a vague reassurance. "We'll talk Tuesday. Don't worry about it," he said. 2 years have passed, and there's been complete silence from Kevin towards Monique. Some supporters are raising doubts, suggesting that Kevin might never have genuinely intended to assist Monique from the start. They cite his questionable history, such as the incident where he denied knowing Oprah Winfrey. Remember when Oprah sent him flowers after his accident in 2019? It's hard to believe he wouldn't remember that. In a conversation with Ellen, Kevin revealed that, while he had received many flowers from well-wishers, Oprah's floral gift was the most notable. Kevin humorously suggested there might be a covert watering operation at play as the resilient blooms defy all odds to persist. Their prominence is such that they now dominate the dining table, relegating family members to eat on the floor rather than disturb Oprah's beloved plants. Yet amidst all this, Kevin thinks he hardly recognizes Oprah anymore. It's quite suspicious, isn't it? Then there's the relentless rumor mill, spreading stories about Kevin allegedly making deals with Oprah and Tyler Perry. Supposedly, had he offered Monique a helping hand to revive her career, it could have endangered his own. Monique didn't stop with Kevin Hart. She also revisited her past grievances with Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry.
"And you're like my daughter, so I'm gonna have to call him up." Kevin Hart heard the tape. He said, "Mo, I called him and he said he don't want to revisit it." And I didn't push that. I was grateful that he kept his word and he called. Our mutual friend, when I explained what was really going down, she was like, "I'm not with that, let me call him." And she called him. And he said, "I don't want to revisit that." Then he called back while we were on the phone and he said, "No, I changed my mind. I will meet with Monique, but not with her husband."
The feud dates back to 2009, when Monique starred in Precious, a film produced by Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry and directed by Lee Daniels. The conflict escalated when Oprah and Tyler suggested Monique engage in press activities for the movie without additional compensation. Monique stood firm, citing her contractual rights. She revealed that she received only $50,000 for the entire movie, which she considered insufficient. They then expected her to travel globally to promote the film without compensation. But Monique firmly opposed this idea. Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry did not take her refusal lightly and began to undermine her reputation in the industry, spreading a narrative that she was difficult to work with. Monique candidly revealed that Tyler Perry suggested she should consider promoting the film because an Oscar nomination could lead to her next film earning between $3 million and $5 million, and if she won, between $6 million and $8 million. Monique stood firm, asserting her identity as a Black woman and questioning the disparity in pay. Addressing Tyler directly, she made it clear, "I cannot work without compensation. I fulfilled my obligations." The movie studio initially wanted her to fly to France, but Monique, balancing her roles as a talk show host, comedian, and family woman, politely declined. Despite attempts to entice her with a better hotel room, she and her husband remained steadfast, prioritizing family time. She explained to Oprah that between her talk show, comedy tour, husband, and children, she needed downtime to recharge, asserting, "I'm staying put because I don't owe anyone else my time." Despite their differences, they parted ways amicably. Soon after, she found herself labeled as difficult and challenging to collaborate with. When the third call came, asking what it would take to bring Monique to France, Her husband straightforwardly asked if there was a figure attached. They revealed they wouldn't finance promotional efforts for her movie. Monique emphasized that it wasn't about the money. She had committed to the project alongside a friend. However, reports soon painted her as demanding and difficult. Ultimately, it boiled down to a simple request they couldn't fulfill, and Monique found herself unfairly labeled, triggering the onset of drama. Adding another layer to the tension, Katt Williams weighed in on the matter. For those unaware, the ongoing rivalry between Katt Williams and Kevin Hart stems from the 2008 movie Fool's Gold. Williams was originally slated for the lead role, but had to decline due to legal troubles, leading to Kevin Hart stepping in. According to rumors, this sparked the initial friction between Williams and Hart. During a discussion with Shannon, Katt boldly suggested that Kevin Hart might be an industry creation, questioning the meteoric pace of his rise. Katt pointed out how Kevin landed a sitcom and starred in a film like Soul Plane, all within his first year in Los Angeles. This rapid success, according to Katt, raises suspicions and casts Kevin's early career in a mysterious light. He already had his deals when he arrived here. Have you ever heard of a comedian arriving in LA and within their first year, landing a network sitcom and headlining their own movie like Soul Plane? No, it's unheard of before or since. Katt continued, prompting consideration of what exactly constitutes an industry plan. Katt voiced his concern about allowing dishonest individuals to craft their own narratives without oversight, pointing out the inherent power imbalance where liars possess significant assets and resources, leaving others at a disadvantage. He questioned whether these resources truly contribute to the truth, emphasizing the danger of letting untruthful people shake stories unchallenged despite their wealth.
Kevin doesn't have to worry about what people are going to say about him wearing a dress because of the long line of dress-wearing people before him.
Definitely haven't ran into to put on the dress. I mean, you know, you have to have boundaries. You have to have limits that you refuse to cross.
Despite potential criticism, Katt Williams seemed prepared for backlash, aware that some might view him as a resentful comedian. When asked about any fears of repercussions, Williams replied provocatively, suggesting that those who compromise their integrity often deny or downplay it. Delving deeper into why Katt Williams entertains the notion that Kevin Hart might be an industry plant, it traces back to a long-standing Hollywood rumor. This speculation suggests that performers are coerced into wearing women's attire on screen as a ritualistic step before advancing in the fame hierarchy. Williams is not alone in broaching this topic. Even Dave Chappelle discussed it during a 2006 appearance on Oprah. Chappelle revealed his reasons for declining a staggering $50 million deal from Comedy Central, indicating that financial windfalls often come with significant, perhaps compromising, conditions. Having been immersed in the entertainment industry since the age of 14, Chappelle has encountered numerous tales of what goes on behind the scenes. He often cites examples like Mariah Carey signing a $100 million deal only to be inexplicably branded as crazy a few months later, or Martin Lawrence achieving fame only to later be found ranting in the streets about perceived threats. These stories have made Chappelle wary and cautious about the unpredictable nature of showbiz.
It was completely outside of my frame of reference. I've been in show business since I was 14, and I've heard the stories of what happens, and I've seen these kinds of things play out in front of me.
Okay.
When
you say you heard the stories, what do you mean? What stories?
I mean, you see it before. Look, Mariah Carey made a $100 million deal, and 3 months later, she's all of a sudden mysteriously crazy. Or Martin Lawrence punches through, and he's waving a gun on the street screaming, "They're trying to kill me."
Yeah, we hear those stories.
And it always happens around the time of their career where it seems as though they're crossing over the next plateau.
Yeah. Would you say you lost your mind, sort of?
No, not exactly.
Okay.
I wasn't crazy, but it's incredibly stressful.
Yeah.
And I felt like in a lot of instances, I was deliberately being put through stress.
When Oprah asked Dave Chappelle about the stories he had heard, he explained that he had witnessed these situations before. Whenever someone's career was about to advance to the next level, he saw this pattern. According to Dave, he felt pressured to create sketches that made people laugh at him, not with him, as if he were being asked to exploit himself for a paycheck. This saga has more layers. Dave Chappelle recalls being asked to wear a dress for a Martin Lawrence movie. When he entered the trailer and noticed a dress, he assumed it was a mistake. It was for a scene where Martin's character escapes from jail by disguising Chappelle as a prostitute. Chappelle refused, stating it was never agreed upon. They tried to convince him, insisting it would be hilarious, but he stood firm, asserting he didn't need to wear a dress to be funny. Tensions rose as writers, directors, and producers pressed him, but Chappelle held his ground. Eventually, they devised a new scene excluding the dress, and he was left pondering how they wrote it so quickly. For Chappelle, it wasn't solely about wearing a dress. He felt the industry was pressuring black artists to do anything for success. They persisted until they realized Dave wouldn't yield. This experience was enlightening for him, showing that many other black men had faced similar requests. Martin Lawrence famously wore a dress in Big Mama's House. Eddie Murphy succeeded in the Nutty Professor series, and Jamie Foxx made a memorable impact with his character Wanda on In Living Color. The Wayans brothers also tried their hand with white chicks, and there was the less successful film Juan a Man. Tyler Perry emerged as a standout during this period, and soon Kevin Hart joined the conversation, offering wisdom and insights. Kevin emphasized the importance of artists protecting their brand, setting boundaries, and avoiding crossing certain lines. At that time, he was deeply connected to his personal beliefs and had no drama about wearing dresses. When the subject of wearing a dress for a role was mentioned, Kevin firmly said, "Nope, I never faced that dress dilemma. You've got to understand your limits and safeguard your image." He emphasized avoiding anything that might compromise his brand, recounting how he even declined an offer to dribble a basketball on a talk show because it would have made him appear foolish. For Kevin, it was all about protecting his brand. However, just a year later, Kevin appeared in an SNL skit wearing a dress. Fans were not pleased, and accusations of selling out and being fake started flying around. The plot twist left fans feeling conflicted, as he had done exactly what he had criticized other artists for doing. Initially a demand against wearing dresses, Kevin had firmly said no way, yet when the opportunity arose and he found the idea amusing, he changed his tune. "Why not? I'm going for it." Things got tricky when Kevin defended himself, pointing out that no one forced Martin Lawrence into Big Mama's House, Tyler Perry into Medea, or Jamie Foxx into wearing Wanda's dress. According to Kevin, it was a matter of choice, something he found amusing. He thought, "Oh, that's funny. I'm going to do it." He emphasized that no one can make you do anything and that nobody dictates that you must follow a particular path. He pushed the narrative that it all boils down to choice. Yet, there's a counter-argument suggesting it's not solely about choice. Kevin wasn't initially comfortable with the idea, but once the money started talking, integrity took a backseat. Money seemed to possess a magical power, causing people to abandon their principles. Steve Harvey famously remarked about integrity, bluntly stating, "Give me $10 million, and I'll embarrass myself all the way to the bank." He was ready to sacrifice his integrity for a substantial paycheck, laying bare a stark reality. After Kevin Hart wore the dress, his career skyrocketed, making him the highest-paid comedian ever. He started raking it in like no one else. It seemed the dress move was his golden ticket to success in comedy. Some might argue about sacrificing integrity, but at the end of the day, Kevin is laughing all the way to the bank. However, Kevin's personal life appears as messy as the rumors suggest. Allegations have swirled for years that he was unfaithful to his ex-wife, Torai Hart, and his current wife, Eniko Hart. Torai and Kevin Hart divorced in 2011 after 8 years of marriage. Torai initiated the divorce after catching Kevin cheating with multiple women. It wasn't just a one-time slip. Rumors suggest that Eniko, Kevin's current wife, might have been one of those mistresses when he was still married to Torrey. In an emotional account, Torrey revealed her dreams of being a power couple with Kevin, shattered by the harsh reality of divorce. She admitted feeling angry, not only because she doesn't believe in divorce, but also because she had to see Kevin everywhere, from billboards to Hollywood events. Here's the real twist. Torrey wasn't just Kevin's wife, she was also working behind the scenes, writing jokes for his movies and stand-up shows. What's messed up is that Kevin never acknowledged her comedic talent or gave her credit. To make matters worse, he allegedly used the money he made from those jokes on his mistresses. Even after Kevin cheated on Torrey, he had the nerve to joke about it during his stand-up performances. Imagine being the one who supported him from the start, contributed to his success, and then got ridiculed on stage.
Does it affect you or offend you, the things that he did say about your ex?
That's not my business.
Not your business.
Like I said, that's not my business. I'm not married to him anymore. He has a new wife. You know what I mean? That's not my business.